To start with your Turkish cast on, you are going to do a slip knot and leaving a little bit of a tail. It doesn't need to be too long. We just leave in this tail so that we can weave in our ends later when our sock is done. So you're going to place your slip knot on the top needle. You want to set up your needles so they're facing away from you. A Turkish cast on, we cast on half the amount of stitches than it asks for in your pattern. So we're going to be doing the size medium, and I ask for 24 stitches. So we are going to wrap this yarn around our needles 12 times. So it looks like this. It's very simple. So you're going to take both needles and you're going to wrap. So this is 1. So you're going to do this 12 times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Here you're going to make sure that you're holding tension with that working yarn so nothing unravels, and you're going to turn your work for it to face you, always holding that tension. You're going to pull out this bottom needle and you're going to work the top stitches. You're just going to knit them. So we hold the tension and we're just going to go in and we're going to knit. It is going to seem a little fiddly. It's going to feel as if you want to really tug on your stitches, and don't worry. Once you knit that second row, once you knit that second row, it will all feel normal again. So you just want to knit with normal tension, not pulling too hard. And there we go. So we are going to turn our work where the needles are facing you. Push in this needle. And now we're going to be pulling out the bottom needle. You can see here your slip knot is separate from those cast on stitches. With a Turkish cast on, we actually remove the slip knot and we just continue knitting all of those stitches. That slip knot is really just there to get us started. So now we're just going to knit the stitches on the second needle. And that's it. That is your Turkish cast on. Now you're ready to start increasing for your sock on these two corners. So in our pattern, it says knit 1, knit front and back, knit to 2 stitches, knit front and back, knit 1. We're going to complete this, and then we're going to do 1 knit round. You want to complete these 2 rounds until you have a total of 64 stitches on your needles. So it looks something like this. So we're going to go into our first stitch. It says knit 1, and then we're going to do a knit front and back. So we're knitting twice into this 1 stitch, which increases it by 1. So you're going to knit it normal, and rather than take that little strand off, you're going to knit in the back of the stitch. So from that 1 stitch, you're creating 2 stitches. So then it has us knitting to 2 stitches before the end of the round. So now that we're at the last 2 stitches, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to knit front, then we're going to go in that back and knit from the back. Knit 1 and turn. We're going to complete the same thing on this needle, and then we're going to do 1 knit round. So I'll show it to you again. We're going to knit 1, then we're going to go into here, we're going to go knit front, then knit in the back. There's multiple ways that you could do the increases. You could do a make 1, you could also do some yarn overs. There's different ones. I absolutely love a knit front and back. I find they're simple to do and I really like them. So it really is up to you what kind of look that you like for your toe up. So again, we are at the last 2 stitches. We're going to knit in the front and knit in the back. Knit 1, and there we go, you guys. So from here, we're going to do a full knit round, and then we're going to continue our increases. Just going to knit around. Turn your work. And we're going to be pulling out the second needle and doing the same. Okay, so we just finished our first increase round and our first knit round. Your work should look something like this. So you see your cast on edge is completely seamless, really looking great. So from here, we're going to continue knitting these 2 rounds until you've reached the number of stitches in your pattern. For the medium size, we want to knit this until we reach 64 stitches.